Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Modded Endless Legend with the improved scary AI. So let's talk about Purple for a second. I'm a little concerned. Purple is currently winning, obviously, by quite a large margin. Overall score, though, is not a great indicator of how things are going. The AI the score algorithm values some things really a lot more than it should. What we do have to be concerned about, though, is the number of unlocked technologies which might allow Blue or Purple to push for a science victory. And, additionally, the amount of dust per turn, which could lead a player to an economic victory. You can see that Purple is currently in the lead on that. So we need to, first of all, get our dust up so that if an economic victory it looks like it might be in the offing, we are the ones who are pushing it. And secondly, we need to be concerned about science, which may mean recruiting spies, because you can use spies to damage the resource production, or the science production of an enemy empire. So, we have one city left that does not have a governor. Science Boost 3 is okay, but the Valter faction tree, and by the way, you can see my computer's starting to struggle a little bit. This happens in the late game. I just don't have a very powerful graphics card, honestly, and I think the low amount of VRAM is really responsible. Anyway, so you can see that the Valter faction tree, not really great for science, with the exception of Alchemical Genius, which is pretty good. So I don't love Valter heroes. Maybe we could just make do, but I think I would rather have like Bella the Bat or Bishop Julian, even with their relatively low levels of boost, just because their faction trees are so much more powerful. And in fact, I think it's probably going to be Bishop Julian. Gets you extra resources and eventually a huge amount of extra dust. Also, Tina the Chosen could be the one. We could transfer somebody out of one of the high population cities. What are our population levels look like? Let's zoom in. Or even Uskiv. Uskiv could make use of that, and we could switch Peyton Quinn over to Kulch. Or wait, what is the city that's not governed yet? Oh, it's the island. The island has pretty poor food. It's probably not going to become a hugely, very highly populated city. So we could swap. Who would be good there? Honestly, we could pull Wayresigo over to there. Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab Tina the Chosen, even though his boosts are not the greatest. We'll bring him to this city. We gotta remember to pop Roads of Dust onto him next turn. And Wayresigo can go to Aldenish and help it establish, because he is very powerful at this point. Yeah, look at that, made a difference already. Alright, we'll start to build out burrows. So I want to be able to get a luxury intensifier up. Actually, is it? Yeah, we may as well. Whatever. I was going to say, is it even worth it to build the extractor if we're planning on building the intensifier? But yeah, I think it probably still is. A little bit of extra wine helps. You want to get those wine boosters running as quickly as possible. So I still think that it's worth our while to try to antagonize Green into a war. Green City is very large. And this region does have Hyperion as well. The other region that we potentially could expand to in the near future only has Grass Silk, and Grass Silk's not terrible. I mean, trade route bonuses, right? But, what is this? There's Hyperium in Samuntia. A lot of it. Yeah, you know what? I may send that. Let's finish this settler, and we'll just send the settler up there alone, and whatever happens, happens. He may get us some serious value. He may just die. I'm fine with paying the very small price to the small price of one population to take a shot at that. Alright, so I think we're going to pick up tools of the enemy rather than going up into cold operator right away because the winters are relatively mild. Where are you? You're in Uskiv. Does Uskiv have... Uskiv has Titan Bones and will have Hyperium. So yeah, actually the extra mining rate is very useful there. Alright, we're going to catch up with this guy eventually. He seems very reticent to leave the region. He's gonna hit that end sooner or later. What is this? This is... Oh, this is Accursed Bounty. Which is... Oh, it's just... It marked both of the ruins, because those are the two ruins you might have to search. Okay. Yeah, I would not be opposed to settling the region, but I'm also not gonna go nuts over it. Alright, can I... Wow. I'm having some serious food problems. Alright, and we are working on Festival of Dust. Actually, yeah, we can pull this guy back to influence. So I'm trying to get a huge amount of influence so we can do some big empire plans. Oh, the Eye of the Farthinker was still available. Huh. Well, we definitely don't want to get in a fight with Purple. Purple's army is going to be terrifying. What are places that still don't have dust refineries? Because we need to start putting those up. We actually have glass steel income now, so... we also need to make use of this dust. It would be a real shame to just have a lot of dust sitting around. We actually have enough Hyperium and Palladium that we can try for the big legendary buildings. We also could go for this. I'm sure we could buy Adamantium. Yeah, there's enough. It's expensive. I was going to expand Rocknall some more. Right? We may want to... we may want to get on that. So we've generated a lot of influence, but let's... How much do we need to generate? How much more do we need to generate? What's my plan, basically? So we can make use of, 11,000 or so. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to make this decision a little closer to game time. If I really wanted to go nuts, like this is important. We probably want, honestly, we probably do want that, but there's no way we're getting to 3,600. It's so hard to plan for something that's gonna happen in 14 turns. Let's look into. Let's look into some deals. Let's try to make some diplomatic points come flowing in. I guess maybe I should wait on this, even though, because we're going to be researching Alliance Tech, and I'm going to maybe even move the Alliance Tech up in the order. So let's just sit on a big stockpile of resources is what I'm saying. It sounds wrong to me too, but let's do it. We can rush some stuff in some places. Yeah, like that should happen. That should happen. Let's move you guys back to the front. I don't really know how else to... I don't think Green has closed his borders to me yet. We could go and search some ruins. That's the thing that has greater than 0 value. Amiel could be extracting gold. Let's do that. I do want to finish the stuff that's building in Rocknall. I think that stuff is important. Dust gives, dust takes. What is the quest that is here? Oh, this is search the ruins to get... Sure. Couple of guys to put in a garrison. Doesn't really do a lot for us, but it will generate extra XP for the hero in charge of the city. Oh, and it generated some XP for him too. I think we'll let's max out Iron Taskmaster. Get all this extra life. Yeah, and that's 2 extra XP for turn for Tinu, which is not nothing. It seems like he's faster than me, doesn't it? You need more burrows. Oh, I don't have luxury extractor purchased. That's why it's not on the menu. Alright. Try to get that wine going as quickly as possible, and then we're going to burrow out to here, and then we're going to build the cargo dock. That should be some pretty good trade. So our income from trade routes is just going to keep rising and rising as we keep establishing new methods of trade. We're finally going to be able to take advantage of our water with some ocean trade routes. Did I seriously just meet a new faction for the first time? Huh. That doesn't usually happen this late in the game. I don't know where he went. He's probably up here. In fact, he basically has to be. What is there of value for these guys to do? Honestly, maybe nothing. Maybe just sit over here and watch. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, it might be the case that purple doesn't have shipyard available. That may be why we're not seeing Samunchi get taken, is because purple doesn't actually can't move a settler across water. You know what these guys can do to antagonize green some more? We can actually go for this. I think that their capital can't participate in the defense of a village, but even if they do, maybe we're okay. Maybe I'm fine with that. It'll let us feel out their military prowess at the very least. This winter could end. That would be okay. All right, we're just about to finish Festival of Dust. Which has given us the Band of Merriment, plus 15 approval on city. Let's go and put that on most of our people. Not everybody. It seems that we don't need it on everybody. Any place where we're not fervent is getting the band. Okay, what else? You. Alright, that's a nice, easy source of approval. The you may have noticed that the bars filled up quite a bit, but none of the levels changed. It reevaluates that stuff at the beginning of each turn, I think. So we'll see a bunch of our cities move up into happy and fervent. Yeah, plus 15% industry. Yeah, that's the right move. So we may not actually end up needing central markets. I may have overdone it a little bit with the approval fixing. So we're looking pretty good. Sewer system's going to put this city into fervent. Okay, where'd that quest ship go? Ooh. Alright, let's try this out. Let's see what happens here. Okay, they are allowed to defend with the city. It's mostly militia. Just to see your 3. These units are okay. Obviously the ones in the village are pretty bad. Let's just auto it. Yeah, I didn't figure they would. But this let us feel them out a little bit. So their militia are not too scary, and on the seer has really good stats. Those are very impressive. Okay, let's start gaining a ton of life. She's finally gotten to the skill that I was looking for the entire game. So I really want to fight green. I'd love to get into a war with green. I don't want to do it with privateers. I want to do it with my real army. Because again, I'm not sure. If privateers capture a city, does it actually capture the city, or do they have to pretend to be neutrals? I don't use them very often, obviously. So let's, I guess this might be a good game to find out, because we actually have access to enough money to afford a couple of mercenary troops. So it's going to be a couple of turns before we can do that. They're not terribly cheap, but yeah, just buy like a whole bunch of rumblers and then make them privateers and rush the city and see what happens. Mercenary land units really are a lot worse than real land units, though. Not being able to retrofit is such a high price. Oh, we're getting fought. Ah, yes, here we go, finally. Well, this should be pretty straightforward. Our ship has 1,000,000 health. Alright, 20 free adamantium. I appreciate that. Alright, new governor's getting stuff done. I believe that was the settler. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... I'm assuming that the region is still available. Yeah. We have open borders, right, with Purple? Purple probably won't throw a fit about this. How do I upset you? How do I make you angry? Well, I guess we can go search the ruins. If he's not going to be testy with us, we can at least search these ruins. Okay, cool. Nothing. That's not 100% what I was hoping for. Okay. Looks like everybody's got important stuff to do. I think these cargo docks are going to be a big deal. So I don't actually need the central market in this city if we are on wine boosters, right? Yeah, so I'm not going to bother with it. We're gonna save the glass deal. All right. So our trade route income should be pretty fierce at this point. Okay, wait. We gotta wait till the beginning of the turn. Apparently it's doing the recalculating step right now. Okay, 348. Let's get in there. Tychus just became unsettled again. Blue's already got a new settler moving out. He anticipated this. Well, my settler's faster than his is. Well, I don't want to settle in a place that has actually no industry. Alright, I'll take new land. I'll take new land all day. We're going to need to get our... Yeah, these guys up here to search some ruins and make sure the area remains secured. Blue's going to be mad. And we are going to be fine with that. And we now have to negotiate alliances. So the primary value of an alliance for us is that it increases the amount of diplomatic points we're getting each turn. Who's a player who's likely? You. You would be a great... No. You would be a great alliance partner. Oof. Really not interested. Well, hold on. Let's see if we can figure this out. Yeah. Wow, for the shipyard. Straight up. He's going to use this to settle Samuntia. What if I never give it to him? Hospitality Den does most of the work. And then, like, a small amount of dust. A couple hundred. Hospitality Den, just because it's from such a late era. Okay, 160? 170. Really? I know this is... I'm fussing over pennies here, but I like fussing over pennies. Okay. So, being allied means a couple of things. First of all, when we kill each other's enemies, we gain influence. Secondly, we both just get plus influence. You see, it's not showing it on here. There is an influence bonus. We have shared vision, although that can be removed. And he probably will vision embargo us, because they almost always do. The AI does not like sharing vision with you. In fact, maybe I should vision embargo him. My concern is that part of the reason that lots of vision is dangerous is that it allows them to plant spies wherever they want. So maybe I should vision embargo him right now just to keep him from planting a bunch of annoying spies. Wow, he can see all of this just from his fortresses. That's crazy. But it does allow me to plant spies as well. Well, we have the money to purchase a spy. Why don't we do that? Ah, all the good spies are gone. Alright, well, spying 3 is not horrible. Let's go ahead and purchase a spy. What is his lowest security city? His capital has only 40. Alright, hold up. Is there any meaningful gear we could put on this guy? Armor tech for that, which we don't, obviously. So I believe that we don't have anything we can give him that'll help. Yeah. Oh, this stuff does anything when spying. Okay, that's fine. Infiltrate. Purple capital. Oh, you can see what his hero is without even having to... I didn't realize that information was available without having infiltrated already. Okay, so we can now see Vedra's city screen. This allows us to see what they're building and what they have in their garrisons and stuff. And it gives us access to a wide variety of effects that we'll talk about more in a little bit once we actually, once we're infiltrated enough to have access to them. Okay, and then did we want to... I guess we'll go search this ruin next. Did we want to get him... to get a vision embargo on him real quick? Yeah, it's probably worthwhile. Not that I don't love you, Purple, but I'm afraid you'll spy on me. And I don't want to have to... Okay. Don't want to have to divert. Who else is interested in alliance? Wow, this guy is really not. That's fine. That's fine, I don't need you. So you're pretty not, but also you love tech. I guess giving Purple a tech was maybe dangerous because they're the one who's closest to winning the game via science. What if I give you 2 techs? Alright, we're all gonna be buddies. Everybody's gonna be friends. Wow, for open pit mine, really? Okay. He's actually so into it that I'm wondering if we maybe can get a tech, a good tech from him. This isn't a great tech in itself, but it would mean that we have access to this tier of boat armor. Oh, topography is something that I really ought to have. Aquapulvistics, we have river cities. And each tech we get off of him like this is one more step toward the next tech era. This is still hugely positive for him. We can't get too crazy with the amount of influence we have left. We don't really need a huge supply of his resources or anything. He will not trade us a fortress. We could get him to black spot green. Maybe. No, we can't. Huh, why not? He and green haven't met. Can I give him my vision? Oh, well, once we give him an alliance, I'm gonna take these. All right, so you give him an alliance. Now he can see green. What happened? Oh, this is all just notifications. For some reason, I was thinking that was the quest complete thing. Okay. So now we should be able to see the whole world now. Between pink and purple's vision, yeah. Really, there are three fortresses in this tiny little area. That's nuts. Red is actually winning that war. Yeah, Red's on Junyan. Well, good luck. But now he should have met pink or green. Trusting. That's right, that contract was to your advantage. Maybe I can get him to declare the black spot next turn? Because he has vision of green, but green doesn't have vision of him yet. So maybe they haven't met? Maybe that's how that works? I don't remember. Whatever. The important part is we're getting more diplomatic points per turn, and we're getting more influence per turn as well. Now. What's up, Tychest? Oh, Tychest isn't building anything. Sure, that's a problem. Let's get that solved. Alright. I don't have geomic labs in any of my cities because I never actually did go back to get topography, so let's fix that. Actually, what's the control for this? Did that work? It did, okay. Control click. Control click allows you to queue something up in all of your cities. It is not useful very often, but every once in a while you find a situation. Yeah, okay. Who still needs orders? Not, in fact, have any movement left. Alright, we'll just search their stuff. We could pick up pillage, maybe, and just start pillaging green stuff until he declares on us. Yeah, because if we could get into a war with green, it would be great. If he gives us a little bit of time and nobody eats him, I'm gonna try the Rumblers thing, the big army of mercenary Rumblers thing. We would make better use of this land than you would anyway. I can probably turn off the resource overlay. Do not ally with an enemy. Yeah, okay, I'm not afraid of you, Red. Alright, well, our army's getting attacked, which is fair. But I think we should win this. I think we should extremely win this. Let's manual it. Let's make sure nothing dumb happens. But I think we should be very successful here. So we have the speed advantage on them. Wait, it's not drawing the boundaries of that. There we go. There we go. So I think these guys are just going to go for the preachers. I will let the Yermax do all the lifting on this part. He actually is bringing in his city. Okay, so his hero's going to do some damage. No doubt. And he's got a fanatic that's not bad. So you attack here. Well, you guys can't really get to anything. Alright, well, I think... how much does this change things? I was not expecting to actually bring the city in. That was a surprise to me. Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. You want to fight? We'll fight. So the preacher, the fanatic moves pretty early. Our hero might be able to get an attack off on him. Okay, but he moved in such a way that he doesn't actually get to choose a target to attack. Wow, 257. Okay, well, good work, guys. Way to destroy the only dangerous unit on the field. Sorry, his hero's pretty badass. And his, Oh, he has a low-level hero over here. Okay. His... Justiciars are doing way more damage than I was expecting. I'm pretty shocked, actually, at how much damage they've been able to deal to us so far. Alright, so let's... yeah, do something like this. So we're going to lose a significant number of units here. I'm not concerned about it, obviously. But, this hero hits really hard. 0, man! Must you with the zeros? I forgot you were even still alive. Man, yeah, his Justiciars have crazy attack values or something. I mean, I guess they started in the city, so they're getting some bonus attack from morale. This was good though, as a way of feeling out his military power. I think this is very successful. Ah. Really? 0, man. She has modern gear on, too. Although, I guess it is worth noting that we did not re-equip our heroes after our units, after moving to Era 4, which means that we don't have dust armor on yet. And dust armor is pretty good. The jump from Iron Tier 3 to Dust Tier 1 armor is very significant. Are you kidding me? I can't do any meaningful damage to any of them, despite the fact that my attack is should have been in excess of their defense, right? Like, yeah, I had 152 attack, 109, even with the oh, I guess the dervishes have a much lower attack. Okay, that's why that thing happened at the end. It's because the dervishes have crummy attack. Okay, well, I think we did a pretty good job of feeling them out there, and I am 100% confident that we can win a war against them. The delivering staff. I have never seen this before. That is a powerful weapon. And we have a military hero who likes staves. Alright, so let's wow. Alright, camera, calm down. Let's rebuy her. Culch. Slap that staff on her right now. That's really something. And now that we're on, now that we have access to dust stuff, we have some pretty compelling trinkets available as well. She has army health boost and army boost. The armor tech that we picked up for free also gives us access to army damage boost too. Our other hero actually already has it, but it would be good for her to pick it up. Alright, so we need to build some new troops. And we need to get these pearls. Alright, so who's going to build me an army? We definitely can produce troops pretty quickly in Rocknal, and Utanla's not bad either. Although part of Utanla's dominance as far as industry goes was based on the fact that Weirasigo was there. So do we want to try to pump out one of these things? Please. Please keep the Titan Bones running. Those are valuable. Do we want to get like the Alchemic Institute? I mean, Reliquary is pretty good. But maybe we need to make sure that we're not going to get like completely murdered. Oh, also I should update my unit designs. My computer is desperately struggling to get this unit design in place. Wow, it's taking a really long time. You know, it's almost tax returns time. Buy some upgrades here. Alright, so for all of the units we can buy improved life and regen, which will go well with the fact that they're getting bonus health from their commanders and everything. This should be pretty good. Okay. What if I move everybody back to industry? Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Alright, let's queue up a large number of guys. Wow, 2577. I don't really want to do buyouts. But what else am I going to spend the dust on? Let's buy things that... Let's spend the dust buying out things that produce more dust, shall we? Okay. I wanted her to be over here for defense, but I probably should have just put her down on the city where I was going to do all my building. Oh, that's right. The other thing I was going to spend my dust on was mercenaries. Let's do a retrofit, actually. This should also be re-equipped. And a dust shield. And actually, that's right. We want to put this helm on over the dust helm, I'm pretty sure. The dust helm is 28 life, 10% defense. This is 30 life, 20% attack. And in case you were curious, I said that the jump was pretty big. 18 life, 8%, 28 life, 10%. It's not like a huge difference, but oh, trinkets. But obviously any improvement is good. Do I want regeneration on him, or do I want him to improve his own life? Actually, I think we're going to do that. For some reason, the personal improved life trinkets often end up being marked obsolete. I'm not sure why. But that gets him to 425 health. That's not bad. Alright, yeah, purple's going to try to kill blue off. It's not great. Definitely worried. Yeah, it's totally possible for purple to just win an internal victory. I'm concerned. Go ahead and run the hero over here. I forgot to have her move. The foggy power of the Sky Shaker is unleashed upon Auriga for a period of 10 turns. So there's a facility called the Sky Shaker facility that allows you to create extreme weather on the ocean. I believe purple owns it. Where is the Sky Shaker? You know it exists for a number of reasons. Food stockpile facility. Here it is. Okay, so actually pink owns it. So yeah, you can see a great deal of fog has occurred. It actually hasn't affected our part of the ocean too badly. And then we have a couple of levels gained here. Our heroes should be leveling pretty quickly because we're getting all this stuff built pretty quickly. Do I want to pick up Cold Operator? The next winter immunity is lowering the cost of influence or assimilation and increasing the attributes of random minor faction. Like, this is nothing. So, I'm not really worried. We might be better off just picking up Inspirational Leader or something. Although, actually, does this immunize the city from the effect of winter on our trade route values? Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up in a couple of places and see, because it might, and that would be really powerful. All right, Utalma has a little bit of river and a little bit of sea. And take advantage of some of the stuff we got from Aquapulvistics here. Then we can try to make some kind of triangle. Get the city leveled up so that we're producing a lot more influence without having to have a city devoted to it. I mean, we're actually at 104. It's not showing us how much... Okay, 4.5 from diplomacy, it says. So I guess that's all we're getting from being allied with people. I'm not too worried about it. So it looks like blue's on their way out. Pink is losing, but slowly. And they have 2 islands, so red may or may not be able to actually eliminate them. I'm not sure if red has shipyard. Oh, nope, they totally do. They're going to take some Lucia. I'm not terribly concerned about that. Sure. And then also, you don't have the population yet for the borough. We'll have to wait a turn on that. Alright, so we've got a lot of our important pearl districts built. Let's talk about other things we can do with pearls. We can pick up the Ward of Origa, which makes our cities deal retaliation damage to enemies that are sieging and attacking them. We can pick up the Tower of Fidelity, which makes watchtowers that do damage to nearby enemy units. Those are not awesome. Winter boroughs give, obviously, plus resources in the winter. It's definitely not bad. But I'm thinking that maybe we want to get Nyctalopian lenses is just plus 10% science. And then this is doubled population from pacified villages. So that's pretty good too. This is very strong if you have cities that have river tiles. We have very little river. Like in a lot of our cities even where we do have river, it's like 1 river tile. And plus 10 industry is not nothing, but this is plus food and industry and dust on all of a city's tiles during the winter. Let's see if we can't start building winter boroughs, and winter boroughs will give us oh, these are 20 each though. Okay, we're gonna have to get some more pearls. Well, we're working on it. I thought they were 10 each. That's what I had in my head. Alright, how many of those rumblers can we buy with 4K? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be rumblers. Whatever's available. Also, what is this? Okay, fair enough. Blue has vision and map embargoed us. So we didn't actually pick up the privateer tech. I had to go back and do that. And then we should, like, get Imperial funding. And I guess eventually Signal Corps. Well, I may as well queue it. I know I'm going to get it. Alright. Empire plan is coming up sort of soonish, kind of. What can you guys do? You guys can run around and start searching? May as well hit ruins up. Ah, stupid nameplate's in the way. I can't click on the city. This is a low-value quest for us right now. So it spawned a couple of neutral armies, and we can kill one of them to get a thing. Let's end our turn not in Purple's territory, just to avoid causing any unnecessary friction. This city... There we go, there's the line. Okay, so I'm assuming that our cities are all fervent with wine up, yeah. So no reason to build a central market. Let's just make a borough. And then we'll construct the winter borough right here, so it's level 2. You really want your winter borough to be level 2. So if we zoom in real quick, I do want to show you guys resources. So you can see that the cargo docks makes getting any additional coastal tiles really valuable. So building a borough here is going to get us 2 additional sea tiles with 6 industry each. The cargo docks are just really good. It's not really complicated. They're just really good. Alright, man, Purple has a lot of troops. How's this pink and red war going? Oh, this ocean region got broken up. We might be able to take some advantage of their fighting if we're in the right position at the right time. We might be able to sneak an ocean region. Alright. Long Fangs just keep developing. Everybody just keep developing. So we're looking for... Aw. Purple killed the neutrals before I could. What was I going to say? We're looking for something, is what I was going to say, and now I don't remember. A diplomatic victory? How's the economic victory thing looking right now? Okay, we're making some distance. The diplomatic victory is looking very possible, though. Yeah, our rate of gain is much higher than everybody else's. So we just have to make a lot of expensive deals, basically. And try our best to... here we go, so that's going to be the pearls for this. And try our best to maintain high diplomatic standing with all of the other factions. Oh, you can only actually build it during the winter. It has to be built during winter. Okay. I don't know, go over here. Could be pearls over here that we can't see. So we probably want to leave this space open for now. Not that we have a choice. I guess we... You know what? We could just drop an Alchemic Institute right there. Have it be immediately level 2. 4 turns, man. Oh yeah, let's just do it. We'll get some winter boroughs. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess we'll just like wander around and search ruins with our troops who don't have anything more important to do. Because unfortunately, if we're going for a... Oh, hey, look. That's a green army in my territory. Just keep the Red Sang running forever. Our spy is leveling up. So let's talk about the spy and exactly what a spy can do for us for a second here. Actually, What does Syria want? We can get more trade routes. Well, we can get plus 25% trade route bonus. Or we can get plus a trade route plus 50%, or plus 1 dust and plus 50% dust on the trade routes we have running on the city. And I think Amael is running a couple at least, right? Or 541 now. Okay, so Amael's running a valuable trade route. A single valuable trade route. Yeah, I think we just need units. Let's keep ourselves threatening in appearance. That's all we really have to do. Because as long as Purple doesn't think it's a good idea to declare war on us, we basically don't have to worry about military at all. So I guess, honestly, I think I'm just gonna put those guys in the garrison for that fortress. Okay, what do we want? We want dust refineries in every city. You don't have yours yet, right? Ah, since everybody has access to the marketplace now, they're actually selling their resources. We can very cheaply get this done. Alright, and we have freelance guards now? Do we... Yeah. Alright, so let's try some things. I've not actually used a privateer army in a very long time. Vine snakes are pretty good. Let's just buy a bunch of minor faction units on Kelch. Actually, we should be a little careful. We can only actually run 6 units in an army. So let's buy 2 more rumblers. And then we'll just see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Alright, so how do I don't actually know how you do this. Is there... Armies composed exclusively of mercenaries can carry a neutral flag. This is that army. So I'm not sure if an army action is supposed to appear. Man, it's been such a long time. What does this wrench mean? I don't know. Let's give it a turn. I remembered it being an army action. But again, I haven't done it in a very, very long while. Alright, Ozek the Chosen. Just keep making dust, man. So we're going to be moving up the middle tree with our spy, looking for this, which gives infiltration points. And I guess this is an okay time to have a look at spy. So every turn, he generates a certain number of infiltration points. Right now it is 8 per turn, because that is what Spying 3 gets you. I think it's actually 7.5, and this, I mean, maybe it's 8. But every turn, you build up infiltration points, you put them into your stock there, and when your stock reaches the next level threshold, then you go up at infiltration level. And there's a bunch of different things you can do with a spy at different infiltration levels. So if we get to level... we could right now spend 32 influence and tank his science production by 10%. But I'm gonna keep us in the city. We're gonna keep building up infiltration until we're at a higher level, and we're gonna reduce his science by more for 2 reasons. Number 1 is I like reducing the science by more. Obviously, we don't want him to be good at research. And number 2 is that when you perform an action, you get a seniority bonus. equal to the infiltration level of the performed action. So if we wait to level 5 and then do it, we'll gain 5 seniority. And your seniority is a bonus to your infiltration points generation. So once we have 5 seniority, we'll generate 5 additional infiltration points every turn. And we'll just, we'll keep getting ready to do actions faster and faster until he successfully roots us out. Okay, here it is. Enter the privateers mode. Privateers cannot capture a city. The city will be razed, and you'll be granted an amount of industry stockpiles depending on the size of the razed city. Okay. So we cannot, in fact, take Karandar. We could burn it down, but I'm not sure that that's actually that beneficial to me. I mean, obviously, green is the enemy, but I don't think green's winning any, I don't think green is on track to win anything in any way. So what I think we want to do instead is attack purple with privateers. Just slow them down. Right, green's behind us on performed researched technologies. They're making way less dust than we are. They're just bad at everything. So hurting green is not directly beneficial to me. Taking this city would be beneficial. Okay, so why don't we instead head to Noloran and see what's what. We might be able to take Noloran down and then just resettle it. Get a fresh settler for ourselves. I don't think there's any way of knowing that those privateers are ours. Like, I don't think the AI will be able to tell. But we're gonna find out, aren't we? Alright, and we're just getting free dust. Enjoying some XP on our heroes here. Do I want to get much? I don't want to get much deeper in their territory, I think. Let's head back. We'll search this ruin next, I guess. Actually, would it be better? I could definitely, like, burn the cities that they're taking from blue. Just burn the cities immediately after purple's army leaves, and then settle my own city. And that allows me to take the region without... I don't get a developed city out of it, but it allows me to take the region without having to actually go to war with purple. Which, obviously, is beneficial, because I have an alliance with purple. Oh, I should turn off the resource overlay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. In fact, we can buy some more guys right now. Like, put them in Utanla. And then after purple moves away from Shirel a little bit more, just run over here and burn it. We had to have a settler ready, though. Feels a little silly, I'm not gonna lie. But it is a real strategy. Real strategy used by actual people. So do I want to do this? Yeah, I mean, reducing the amount of territory purple has is obviously good. Alright, so I'm not going to buy any more mercenaries. We're going to let mercenaries, let these guys run over here, because, again, I want to have my settler ready when I do it. Blue has a settler ready, and will definitely take Shirel back if I burn it early. Okay. You don't have a lot else of value to do. I think we've cleaned up the area pretty well, so why don't we just send this guy to a garrison as well? Yeah, just hang out and wait for stuff to be completed. Actually, we could run over and menace green. I don't know what green is doing in our territory. Oh, he's probably going to reconvert his villages. What? Show me. Oh, this is one of those... Yeah, this is one of those damage to enemy armies things. We're not privateers. I'm assuming green... Yeah, green retreated from that battle. So we'll just remain nominally friends with purple, and we'll do our best to steal their land wherever possible. This is roving clans. This is how we get down. This is how you're supposed to get down. I don't do it very often because I have found, anecdotally, that just playing internally is strong enough to win you the game, but, you know, we're facing this new AI. It's a little better than the AI that we're used to. I think we probably want to build this city out a little bit more. You guys maybe don't need to be on food. Let's produce as much dust as we can. We're sort of simultaneously moving toward... We could just buy you out and also buy mercenaries. Because I'm concerned that this is going to regrow some dudes. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's buy... I mean, just a single unit, I guess, because... There's not going to be any... There's not going to be any winning an actual fight. Oh, I have mercenaries already. Well... Okay, you can't switch while they're out of the district. That makes sense, I suppose. And I won't switch it right now. Let's buy out the settler. Yeah, my thinking is that even if I bought all of the mercenaries, if we ended up in an actual fight with purple units, we would lose. But... man. But if we just get over here and attack while nobody's around, we can win. So we need to do that. And there's no sense in buying additional units if all I'm doing is rushing it and hoping to find no defenders. I guess, yeah, and the turn in my territory. We're gonna have to. I'm just gonna go south around this thing because there's a road down here. So purple or pink is losing to red. Yeah, red's gonna push pink off of the landmass entirely pretty quickly here. And blue's last city is under siege. Which unfortunately means we're not going to be able to pull this nonsense very many times. Okay. Alright, let's see if it actually works. I mean, against another player, the player would know that somebody was messing with him. Because a neutral army is not going to come out of nowhere and attack a city. Okay. He has a defender. Really? How was that the outcome? When I saw that he had a hero in there, I was like, okay, our unit's dead, whatever. I'm shocked that somehow there wasn't a conclusion to the battle. That doesn't really even make sense. Actually, you know what, let's get Inspirational Leader instead. We're gonna be focusing way more on science and dust than on industry. We got our Alchemic Institute. Yeah, I can't believe I can't believe there was a result there that wasn't one side, that wasn't, honestly, I can't believe there was a result there that wasn't we lost. Because that's crazy. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's just buy it out. Imperial funding is just a huge amount of science. It is incredibly powerful. Well, I guess we're going to get to try again on this coming turn. Man, alright, well, I'll buy it out. It'll be fine. So you are... What are you going to do? I don't even know. We could try to burn down Like, I'd really love to take the city, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to goad green into attacking me. And the only way I can see... If I gave green vision of pink... Right, if I was able to do an alliance with green, and then pink... And then I talked pink into black spotting green, and then I'd be able to attack them and take their city. That's the only way I can think of that this works out. So... Can I pull it off? Does it look feasible at all? I don't... Green really doesn't care for me. Yeah, Jesus. We're looking at several thousand influence. Ugh. Alright, well... Actually, I'm gonna turn these guys back around. The city would be great. The region is still valuable even if it doesn't have the city in it. There's no way. There's no way we win this. But I kind of don't want to hold on to a big neutral army either because I'm having to pay upkeep for this. Okay. I really wish that it wouldn't ask me for orders on units, armies that don't have any movement available. You know you don't need orders, you're just being difficult. Alright. So let's try at the very beginning of the turn here. We're going to give this one more attack and see if we can indeed take it. And apparently I'm going to have to do it manually, which is ridiculous, but... Auto-resolve is leading to bad battles. Okay, now there's actual reinforcements. I can't believe... I don't understand. I just don't understand. Alright, we're going to go ahead and manual it and see. There's, you know, some very small chance that they don't bother to bring around... nope, they brought in the reinforcements, okay. Battle over. How are they doing such a bad job of fighting me? I mean, I guess they have a lot of health, but... Like, 45 attacks, 61 damage. This guy is just gonna get run over. Yeah, there we go. They're figuring it out now. Yeah, so I guess the answer to my question, how did the battle end inconclusively, is that mercenaries have such bad attack stats that even though he only had like 82 points of fortification on, I wasn't able to get through it in any meaningful way. What's this? Purple is attacking my... Purple? It's not what we're for. It's not what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, the switch has to be made in my region. I guess that makes sense. It'd be a little powerful otherwise. So yeah, I can't imagine, with the damage values that we see here, the attack values that we see here, I can't imagine taking this city, but I also don't have anything else to do with this army, so we may as well throw them at something, because right now I'm paying upkeep for them, and I don't want to be anymore. This is about as good as we're going to get right here. I guess maybe I can stop doing this. Because we're making use of the approval right now, but I'm also not building markets and everything in villages, or in my cities, when I totally could be. Oh yeah, they were just close enough to the tower. So maybe we just build markets instead of spending all that extra influence all the time. Really, he's building a settler. Why? Aren't all of the regions on the map. Oh, did Samunche get grabbed? Yeah, okay, it did. I was wondering if maybe Red's got intercepted or something. So yeah, there's some kind of issue right now that causes the AI to prioritize settlers when it just doesn't make any sense to. Like right now, when there's nothing to settle anywhere on the entire map. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I wanted to try to resolve the Shirel thing, and so come back next time when I think we're just pushing hard to an internal victory. Maybe we can actually get there. He's making progress on the economic victory at a rate that has me a little concerned. But anyway, come back next time. We're making all of the dust in diplomacy that we possibly can. And we'll see you then.